Welcome to Sports City. I'm Simon Preston. 2022 has been a year of absolutely phenomenal performances from Jamaica in different sporting events. We've seen the Reggae Girls qualify for the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. We've had Jamaica's Rugby Sevens team qualify for their second Rugby Sevens World Cup and becoming Jamaica's first male sports team to qualify for two World Cups, two Senior World Cups, that is. And now we're going to look at another piece of sporting history, something that has never ever been done before. And what are we talking about specifically? Well, we're talking about Jamaica's under 21 lacrosse team, men's lacrosse team. We're currently competing at the under 21 World Championship in Limerick, Ireland, and they played their last game on the competition on Saturday. And they finished ninth position. They finished ninth after an 8-4 victory over Israel. Why is this so significant? Well, it's significant because ninth position is Jamaica's best ever finish in any men's world championship. Jamaica has never, ever, ever finished in the top 10 in any men's team world championship. Never. Not in the World Cup in football, not at the under 17 World Cup, not at the under 20 World Cup, not with our basketball team, not with Jamaica's Rugby Sevens team, not with Jamaica's under 20 rugby team. That had never been done. Jamaica's best ever finish at any male team sport event is ninth, and that was accomplished by Jamaica's lacrosse team, the under 21 team in Limerick, Ireland. They finished ninth after defeating Israel 8-4 in the ninth place playoff. So let's recap some of the goal scoring side of things from Jamaican. We had a Joshua McLaughlin scoring a hat-trick for the Jamaicans, giving them a 1-0 lead, a 2-0 lead, and also a 7-4 lead. Other scores for Jamaica, you had Dante Bowen getting on the score sheet as well, Kari Sears, Stone, Preston Evans, and Tana Sims also scoring for the Jamaican team, and Kylan Lane. Those were the goal scorers for the Jamaican team, who led 2-1 at the end of the first quarter. The match was level at 3-3 at halftime, led 4-3 at the end of the third quarter, and unlike previous games, Jamaica's wheel did not fly off at the end of the fourth quarter. Against Czech Republic, they conceded quite a bit. In the Germany game, the Japan game, Jamaica had fourth quarters that they would want to forget. However, this was a much, much better display in the fourth quarter from the Jamaican side of things, as they only conceded only once throughout the course of this encounter, as Jamaica secured that 8-4 victory. So it was fantastic for this Jamaican team to be able to finish ninth in the competition. Well, what about Jamaica's performances in the competition? How can we look at those results? Well, what we're going to do is briefly look at the Jamaican performances in terms of how did they rack up in terms of the specific results. What were Jamaica's results in the competition? Well, they defeated Latvia 14-0. They lost 9-5 to Ireland, 7-6 to Germany, 10-8 to Japan, 10-2 to England, and then defeated the Czech Republic 11-10 and defeated Israel 8-4. And just so persons might be wondering as well, what were the other results in the competition like? Well, Latvia defeated Kenya 8-6 in the 19th place game. Czech Republic defeated Germany 11-10 in the 11th place playoff. Japan defeated England 7-6 in the 5th place playoff. Wales lost 10-9 to China in the 17th place game. Ireland defeated Puerto Rico 12-11 in the 7th place game. In the 3rd place playoff, Haudenosaunee defeated Australia 10-6, while in the grand finale, the United States defended their title after defeating Canada 12-10. For me, watching every game in the competition, it was great to see Jamaica pick up those victories against the likes of Latvia, Czech Republic, and also against Israel in the final game. But despite those 4 defeats in the middle, Jamaica can really take a lot of credit from those performances. Japan is one of the best teams in the world, one of the top 5 teams in the world. And at one stage, the Jamaican team were leading the Japanese by a 4 goal and even a 3 goal margin in some stages. So imagine when this team has more time to gel. Imagine with more, perhaps, practice games together. Jamaica is literally on the cusp, on the cusp of being in the top tier and rubbing shoulders with the United States, Canada, Haudenosaunee, Australia, Japan, England. Jamaica is on the cusp, literally on the cusp of being in one of the top 6 in the world. Just outside of that bracket, there is Puerto Rico, there is Ireland, and you have Jamaica. Not far from being in that bracket. And a number of these men throughout the course of the competition, they gave creditable performances. And with the Men's Lacrosse World Championship, that is the Senior Men's Lacrosse World Championship set for San Diego in 2023 next year, many of these young men held up their hand and say, listen, I want to be on that plane to San Diego next year. Many players really held up their hand and demonstrated good ability and showed that, I need to be there come next year. Who are some of those individuals? Well, first on the list has to be number 1, Joshua McLaughlin, 18 goals, 3 assists in 7 appearances in the competition. He demonstrated an outstanding ability throughout the course of this competition, and we're really, really good that he was able to play. Evan Stone gave some creditable performances as well. Kari Sears, 9 goals, 9 assists, great contribution from him. In the face-offs, we saw Owen Stevenson. He was also a member of Jamaica's team at the Pan American Championship in Medellin, Colombia in July, where Jamaica finished 2nd. He did very, very well. And a lot of credit goes to the domestic players that have made the trip over as well to Ireland. Joel Sibawan with 3 goals and 1 assist in the tournament. He was quite creditable, throughout his performances. And also Samuel Henry, formerly of Kingston College, 1 goal in this competition. So it's great to see him get some action. James Hawkins, he was another individual that was a part of Jamaica's team at the championship in Medellin, Colombia. Tony Diallo as well. He's another person that was on that plane as well. So it was great to see some of these players getting the opportunities and play. Ramesh Jones took to the pitch as well. So it was really, really good to see how things worked out there and how the team performed in the competition. So really, really happy that Jamaica has finished 9th in this competition. Jamaica's in the top 10 of the world. We can safely say that. So that is good. Tyler Vassell in goal, 7 games, and he made quite a number of saves, 29 saves in this competition. So between the sticks with a 37% save rate, putting him amongst the top 37 goalkeepers within this tournament. So, Sport City fans, what are your thoughts? Do you think that Jamaica's lacrosse team, men's team, have our best chance of winning a men's world championship in San Diego next year or 2026, wherever that might be? Well, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Sports City.